report says we are at stage 2, paragraph page 56, and
Yes.
our last headword was present simple, newer type of lesson. And we will start reading when we reach the page of 75. Okay. Okay, so let's start our lesson. Okay,
Yes.
review. First question. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? You're opening the book.
You are opening the book.
Right. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're closing the book.
You are closing the book.
Very good. Okay, so I can't stand up. So, for example, this is me. So, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're going to the door.
You are going to the door.
Very good. Are you speaking English? Are you speaking English?
Are you
Yes.
speaking English?
Uh,
Yes.
I'm speaking English.
I'm speaking English.
Very good. Is she sitting on a chair? Is she sitting on a chair?
She
Yes.
is sitting. Yes, she is
She's
sitting
on a chair.
on the chair.
Very good. Okay, next. Let's practice present continuous negative. Am I writing in the book? Am I writing in the book? No,
No,
you aren't writing in the
you
book.
aren't writing in a book.
You're reading the book.
You are reading a book.
Very good. Are you speaking Japanese? Are you speaking Japanese? No, I'm
No,
not
I'm
speaking
not speaking
Japanese.
Japanese.
I'm speaking English.
I'm speaking English.
Very good. Is he standing on the floor? Is he standing on the floor? No, he
No,
isn't
he
standing
isn't studying
on the
on
floor.
the floor.
He is sitting on the chair.
He's sitting on the chair.
Right. Is she speaking French? Is she speaking French? No, she
No,
isn't
she
speaking
isn't
French.
speaking French.
She's speaking English.
She's speaking English.
Very good. Are we going home? Are we going home? No, we aren't
No,
going home.
no, we aren't going home.
We're remaining in the room.
We are remaining in the room.
Very good. Are they standing behind the house? Are they standing behind the house? No, they
Yes.
no,
Behind.
no.
No.
They aren't standing.
they,
Come on.
they are
No,
standing.
they aren't
Aren't standing. Aren't
behind the
standing
house.
behind the house.
They're standing in front of the house.
They are standing in front of house.
Very good. Okay, next let's practice present continuous question. So, are you sitting on a chair? Are you sitting on a chair? Yes, I'm
Yes,
sitting
I'm
on
sitting
a
on the
chair.
chair.
Very good. Okay, next. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're closing the book.
You are closing a book.
Very good. Okay, next. What's the difference between the present continuous and the present simple? What's the difference between the present continuous and the present simple? The difference between,
Mhm.
go ahead, the difference between
The difference
the
between
present continuous
present
and the
continuous
present simple
and the present
is
simple
that we use
is that we
the
use
present continuous for an action.
present continue is a
For an
action
action we are doing now,
we are doing now.
whereas we use the present
We
simple, one more,
use,
whereas we use
we use
the present
present
simple for an action
an action
we do generally.
we do generally.
Very good. Okay, are you reading a book? Are you reading a book? No, I'm
No,
not reading.
I'm not reading a book.
Do you read books? Do you read books? Yes, I read books.
Yes, I read books.
Very good. Are you writing? Are you writing? No, I'm not
No, I'm
writing.
not writing.
Do you write? Do you write? Yes, I write.
Yes, I write.
Very good. Am I? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Am I going to the door? Am I going to the door? No, you
No,
aren't
you
going.
are going to door.
You're remaining on the chair.
You are remaining on the chair.
Do I go to the door after the lesson? Do I go to the door after the lesson? Yes, you go
Yes,
to the
you
door
go to the
after the
door
lesson.
after lesson.
Very good. Next, is he going home? Is he going home? No, he
No,
isn't going
he
home.
isn't going home.
He's remaining in the room.
She is remaining The rule.
Does he go home after the lesson? Does he go home after the lesson?
He
Yes.
go home
Oh,
after the lesson.
answer first. Yes, he goes home
Yes, he goes home
after
after
the lesson.
lesson.
Very good. Okay, next. Is she speaking? Is she speaking? No, he
No,
isn't speaking.
he isn't speaking.
Does she speak? Does she speak? Yes.
Does he?
Yes,
Yes,
she speak.
speaks.
Very good. Okay, so that's the end of our revision.
Mhm.
Let's continue our new word. Okay, so
Yep.
let's have the first word. Okay, repeat. Do not. Do not.
Do not.
Don't.
Come on.
No, don't.
Don't.
Does not.
Does not.
Doesn't.
Doesn't.
Remain.
Remain.
Very good. Okay, so now let's learn about present simple negative. So you already learned about present continuous positive, present continuous negative, present continuous question, and
Mhm.
already present simple positive. Now, present simple negative. So the things we don't do generally. Okay, so let's repeat. I do not speak.
I do
I
not speak.
very good. Look at the if you can see your chat box, I put it there. Next,
Yeah,
you do not speak.
you do not speak.
He does not speak.
She does not speak.
She does not speak.
She does not speak.
It does not speak.
It does not speak.
We do not speak.
We do not speak.
You do not speak.
You do not speak.
They do not speak.
They do not speak.
Very good. Listen, for the negative of the present simple, we use the words do not and we say I do not speak. For
I do not.
present simple positive, we say I speak. Negative, I
I
do not
speak.
speak.
I do not
Okay.
speak.
For example, I can say I do not speak Chinese. So generally, I can't speak Chinese. Okay, the
Mhm.
contraction of do not is don't. So we can say I
Mhm.
don't speak Chinese.
Mhm.
Okay, let's
I,
practice. What's the negative of I speak? What's the negative of I speak? The negative.
I don't speak.
One more. The negative.
I don't speak.
Okay, that's a good, but
Don't.
complete answer. The negative of I speak.
I
Okay,
speak. I don't speak.
very good. Okay, do you remain here after the lesson? Do you remain here after the lesson? No, I don't
No,
remain
I
here
don't remain here
after the lesson.
after the
I
lesson.
go home.
I
I
go
go home.
home.
Very good. Do they speak Japanese? Do they speak Japanese? No, they
No,
don't
they
speak
don't speak
Japanese. They
Japanese.
speak English.
Yes,
They speak
they
English.
speak English.
Very good. Do I read books in Chinese? Do I read books in Chinese? No, you
No,
don't read
you
books
don't
in
read
Chinese.
books in
You read
Chinese.
books in English. Okay,
You
continue.
read
Books in English.
books English.
Very good. What's the negative of he speaks? What's the negative of he speaks? The negative of he
Negative.
speaks
He speaks.
is
He
he doesn't
do-
speak.
doesn't speaks.
Very good. Does he speak Japanese? Does he speak Japanese? No, he
No,
doesn't speak
he doesn't speak
Japanese.
Japanese.
He speaks English.
He speaks English.
Very good. Does she remain here after the lesson? Does she remain here after the lesson? No,
No,
she doesn't
she doesn't
remain here
remain
after the
here
lesson.
after the lesson.
She goes home,
He's go home.
like she goes home
She goes home
after the
after the
lesson.
lesson.
Very good. Does he write in German? Does he write in German? No, he
No,
doesn't
he
write
doesn't write
in German.
German
He
in
writes
German.
in English.
He writes in English.
Very good. He writes in English. So I do not, so they do not do it generally. Okay, so we're done with present simple positive, present simple negative. Now let's have present simple question, like a question form. Okay, let's have some words. Okay, repeat. Do I speak?
Do I speak?
Do you speak?
Do you speak?
Does he speak?
Does he speak?
Does she speak?
Does she speak?
Does it speak?
Does it speak?
Do we speak?
Do we speak?
Do you speak?
Do you speak?
Do they speak?
Do they speak?
Very good. Okay, listen. To form the present simple question, we use the words do and does. And we say, do you speak Chinese? Or does she write in German? Okay, let's practice.
Mhm.
Okay, so ask him a question with the words do. Ask him a question with the word do, please. Okay, repeat. Do you speak English?
Do you speak English?
Very good. Ask her a question with the word does. Ask her with a question with the word does, please. Does he speak Chinese?
Does she speak Chinese?
Very good. So for third person, he, she, and it, we use does. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay, very good. Okay, now let's have some vocabularies. Okay, repeat about. One more. About.
About
Age.
page.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word about is an adverb. It means a little more or less than the stated number or amount. So another meaning of about is like an estimate, not the exact number. For example, there are about 100 million people in my country, but it's not exactly 100 million. It's an estimate. That's why I use
Mhm.
about. I
Mhm.
can also say there are about 20 things in this room, but it's not
Mhm.
exactly 20. It might be more or less, just an estimate,
Mhm.
about 20. Okay,
Mhm.
page. Page is a noun. It is the one
Mhm.
side of a piece of a paper in a book,
Mhm.
newspaper, etc.
Mhm.
For
Mhm.
example, there are about 200 pages in this book, but I'm not
Mhm.
sure. That's why I use about. Okay, let's
Mhm.
practice. Oh, your turn. About how many people are there in your country? About how many people are there in your country? There are
There
about
are about
like
10,
10,
uh,
120 million
100 million, maybe,
people
people
in my country.
in my country.
Very good. That's why we use about because we're not sure, right? Next,
Mhm.
about how many things are there in this room? About how many things are there in this room? There
There
are about,
are about
just estimate
zero
things
estimate.
like this one.
Things.
Things like
Things.
5,
One,
10,
two, three, four, five, five or six
6 things
things.
in that
Things
room.
in the room.
Very good. Okay. About how many pages are there in this book? About how many pages are there in this book? There
There
are about
are about 100
in
pages
that book.
in the book.
Very good. Okay. Next word is can. Can.
Can.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word can is a verb. It means to be able to. That you can do. Can. For example, for a question, can you speak English? Yes, I can speak English. Can you touch that book? Yes, I can touch that book. Can you read and
Mhm.
write? Yes, I can read and write. So it means you're able to do it. Let's practice. Can you speak Japanese? Can you speak Japanese? Yes, I can
Yes,
speak
I can speak
Japanese.
Japanese.
Can you touch this book? Can you touch this book? No,
No, I
I
can't
can't
touch
touch
this book.
that book. Very good. Can you read and write? Can you read and write? Yes, I can read
Yeah, I can read
and write.
and write.
Very good. Okay, next words are okay. First one is like,
Like,
dislike,
dislike,
cinema,
cinema,
television.
television.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word like is a verb. It means to enjoy or approve of something or someone. For example, I like my city. I like this picture.
Mhm.
Dislike is a verb. It is the opposite of like. It means you don't like it. For example, I don't like the cinema. I dislike the cinema. I don't dislike television. I like television. Okay, let's practice.
Mhm.
Do you like your city? Do you like your city? Yes or no?
Yes,
I like
I
my
like
city.
city,
My
my city.
city. Very good. Do you dislike the cinema? Do you dislike the cinema? No, I
No,
don't dislike
I don't dislike
the cinema.
cinema.
The cinema.
The
I
cinema.
like the cinema.
I like the cinema.
Very good. Do you like, oh, honestly, do you like that picture? Do you like that picture? Yes or no?
No,
I don't like
I don't like
that picture.
that
I
picture.
dislike that picture.
I dislike the
That
picture.
picture. Very good. Do you dislike television? Do you dislike television? No, I don't
No,
dislike
I don't
television.
dislike
I
television.
like television.
I like television.
Okay, third person. Does she dislike television? Does she dislike television? Yes or no?
Mm. I
Well,
don't
what
know.
do you think? Yes or no?
Yes,
She
she
dislikes
dislike
television.
television.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Right.
Mm.
Okay, so one more. Right.
Right,
Left.
left.
Very good. Okay, listen. This is my left hand, and this is my right
Mhm,
hand. So left
mhm,
and right.
mhm.
Okay, let's practice. Which hand's this? Which hand's this? It's your
Left,
left hand.
left hand.
One more. It's your left hand.
It's your left hand.
Which hand's this? Which hand's this? It's your right
It's
hand.
your right hand.
Very good. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your right hand
You are putting your
your
right hand
on the book.
on the book.
Very good. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're covering
You are covering
your left eye.
your left eye.
Very good. Next, repeat. Moving.
Moving
Still.
still
Completely.
completely.
Very good. Okay, listen. The word still is a verb. For example, my hand isn't moving. It's still. Moving is a
Still.
verb. For example,
Mhm,
I'm not sitting still. I'm moving.
mhm,
Completely is an adverb. For example, I don't generally sit completely still in the lesson. I move. And if
mhm,
we use the third person, he doesn't generally sit completely still in the lesson. He moves. Okay, let's practice. Is my
mhm.
hand moving? Is my hand moving? No, your hand
No,
isn't
your
moving.
hand isn't moving.
It's still.
It's still.
Very good.
Your,
Am I sitting still? Am I sitting still? No, you aren't sitting still. Okay.
uh,
Now one
yeah.
more. The question is, am I sitting still? Am I sitting still? No, you
No,
aren't sitting
you
still.
aren't sitting still.
You're moving.
You are moving.
Very good. Okay, next. Are all the parts of your body still now? Are all the parts of your body still now? No, not all
No,
the parts.
all the parts.
Not all the parts
All the
of
parts,
my
not
body
of my
are
body,
still now. My mouth
still now.
and
My
my
mouth,
tongue
our tongue
are moving.
are moving.
Very good. Do you generally sit completely still in the lesson? Do you generally sit completely still in the lesson? No, I don't
No,
generally
I don't
sit
generally
completely still in the
sit
lesson. Sit
completely
still in the lesson.
still in the lesson.
I move.
I move.
Very good. Third person. Does she generally sit completely still in the lesson? Does she generally sit completely still in the lesson? Yes or no?
Yes,
She
she
generally sit
generally still sitting
completely
still,
still
completely still
in the lesson.
in the lesson.
Very good. One more. Yes, she
Yes,
generally
she generally
com-
sit
sit completely still in the lesson.
completely still in the lesson. Completely
Very,
still in the lesson.
very good. It means she doesn't move in the lesson. That's very hard. Okay, very good.
Mhm.
Next, repeat.
Yeah,
Wearing.
wearing.
Wear
Yeah, yeah, wear
glasses.
glasses.
Very good. Okay, listen. Okay, so I'm wearing a shirt. Okay,
I'm wearing a shirt.
okay, very good. Another example is I'm wearing a watch. Okay,
I'm wearing a watch.
very good. Okay, let's practice. What clothes are you wearing? What clothes are you wearing? I'm wearing
I'm wearing
a, a
a,
shirt,
a shirt
pants, and shoes.
and shoes.
Very good. Are you wearing glasses? Are you wearing glasses? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm
yes,
wearing
I'm wearing
glasses.
glasses.
Are you wearing a hat? Are you wearing a hat? No, I'm
No,
not wearing
I'm not wearing
a hat.
hat.
Very good. Do you wear a hat? Do you wear a hat? Yes, I wear a hat. Okay,
Yes, I wear a hat.
very good. So generally, you do wear a hat. Very good. Are you wearing a coat? Are you wearing a coat? Yes or no?
No,
I'm not wearing
I'm
a
not
coat.
wearing a coat.
Do you wear a coat? Do you wear a coat? Yes, I wear a
Yes,
coat.
I wear a coat.
Very good. Next, repeat with.
It's
Very good. Okay, with. Okay, listen.
with.
The word
Yes,
with is a preposition. For example,
I.
I'm touching my nose with my finger. We
Mhm,
speak with our mouth. We read with our eyes.
mhm.
Okay, let's practice. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're touching your nose
You are touching your
with
nose
your finger.
with your finger.
Right? Do we speak with our mouths? Do we speak with our mouths? Yes, we speak
Yes, you
with,
speak
with our mouths.
with your mouth.
With your mouth. Very good. Do we read with our eyes? Do we read with our eyes? Yes, we read
Yes, we read
with our
with
eyes.
your our eyes.
Our eyes. Very good. Okay, next word is half.
Top,
Half. Very good.
top. Yeah.
Okay, listen. Two is a half of four, and six is a half of 12. So half. Let's
Mhm.
practice. How much is half of 100? How much is half of 100? 50
It's 50.
is half of 100. 50
50.
is half. Okay,
Twenty-five.
complete answer. One more.
Mhm.
50 is half of 100.
50 is a half
Of
of 100.
very good. How much is half of 13? How much is half of 13? Six and a half.
6
And
and
a
a
half
half.
is half of 13.
15
13.
is a half of 30.
One more. Six and a half
6 and a half
is half of 13.
is half of 13.
Very good. Are half of the people in your town men? Are half of the people in your town men? Yes. Half of the
Yes,
people
half of the
in
people
my town are
in
men.
my town, a man,
Very good. Next, repeat. Tell.
have,
One more. Tell.
tell.
Very good. Okay. For example, his name's Mr. Brown. So I'm telling you his name.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's practice. Tell me his name, please. Tell me his name, please. His name's
His
Mr.
name's
Brown.
Mr. Brown.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I am telling you
I'm telling
his
you
name.
his name.
Very good. Tell me the name of the capital of Russia. Tell me the name of the capital of Russia, please. Moscow,
Moscow
the capital of
is the
Russia.
capital of Russia.
Very good. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm telling you
I'm
the
telling
name
you
of the
the
capital
name of
of
capital
Russia.
of Russia.
Very good. That's it. So we
Mhm.
stop there for today, but very good.